Okay. Hello YouTube, this is Hamid Campos, aka Mr. Hamid64, with a quick review of, yes my friends, where did he go, what did I do with the action figure, I'm gonna do a review of this fellow. Yes, my friends, Godzilla 98. Now, as you may see, I don't have any way to play the video or anything, but I'm gonna do it a little differently. I'm not gonna review the movie as far as like story or why and stuff like that, because a lot of people have been doing reviews on it. I just want to talk about, let's just accept, okay, so it wasn't Godzilla as everybody liked it. However, if anything Godzilla 98 does is make Godzilla alive. I'm going to do an audio review. So let's start, shall we?
Windows M, human with high definition clock calendar.
Yes, I'm using a screen reader because I am totally blind.
Items view multi-select list box G. Godzilla 1998 chapter 1.1.
So starting right from chapter 1,
Tab. See left, right, select.
we start seeing examples of Godzilla being alive when it comes out. Hear that? You can hear it's underwater. Now let us move on to chapter 8.
Alt F4. My sap Godzilla 1998.
And in chapter 8,
Enter.
we obviously get him coming out. Oh, there's chapter 3, which shows something else too. You gotta admit, that sounds really creepy. Especially when you listen to them full 5.1 surround, and, during the part where they're just talking. And the front speakers and all around your head, they're just in the, the idling of the boats and just empty of ocean and everything. Then all of a sudden you get that kind of jet engine build up, and then out of nowhere you hear the 1988. At least from what it sounds like to me, it's a Godzilla. You hear her do that scream or whatever. And of course you hear the rope or whatever slapping around. Now let's really go to chapter 8.
Alt F Godzilla enter.
When she finally comes out. See, this was one of my beefs with the Japanese Godzilla movies. And I could excuse it for 1954 all the way to even, I don't know about the 80s ones, but I could excuse the ones, and especially 54. 54 was just somebody, Akira Ifukube playing a double voice. So you can excuse the fact that it doesn't have an underwater noise and stuff. Fine. But even with Godzilla 2000, which is a step up from this, you can't really excuse the fact that there's no underwater noise unless they don't show an underwater, which, according to my mom, They never do show Godzilla underwater. They do, but they never have him roar underwater. And so now, the 1988 Godzilla will finally come out. And she's out. Now skipping to the scene where she interrupts Ebert's speech. Here we're going to get more examples of how this Godzilla, if anything, made Godzilla alive. You know, which is my main point of this video. It's not so much, and that's why I'm not showing the clips, like the video. I'm just showing the audio because, again, I just want everyone to, you know, because nobody ever does comment on the audio. It's just the video, and, you know, how it's not Godzilla. But I just want you to realize how it shows the 98, from what it sounds like to my ears, even though they call it a Godzilla and everything in the movie, it sounds more like a Godzilla sometimes. See that? You get like in surround sound. It's more like you hear in if this doesn't show, you hear it go by. It's like you get a different. You get more inflection, if you will, which they tried that in Godzilla vs. Destroyer, and it sort of works, sorta, kinda, but not really. Sort of works, and then, you know, they do try this kind of thing. And now here we go, more examples. And that was the last bell. So yeah, you see, you get, and then she does her scream, the Godzilla scream. And that scream is more in honor, in my ears point of view, of the 1954, because if you've heard it, it's just a solid you heard with her first roar after she's finally out, the one that honors the Heisei films, the kind of thing, you know how it builds up, and we'll get to that one a little later. You gotta admit, those footsteps are awesome. And it was even awesome in the E-Bank, you know, that it does those. I'll point out the